This is Sean Capri. Being a Guido's a way of life. Bobby, we don't represent all Italians. We represent Nintendo because we are live thanks to patreon.com/makeusbetter. All of our producers and gentlemen producers and gold and platinum producers. Platinum, Cory Hicks. He did Extra Life this weekend. High five. Sheldon Benedict. He also did Extra Life this weekend. Holy crap. And all of our gentlemen, executive producers. I've misplaced my list. I got it, Bobby. It's okay. Nick Milicia from Next Level Games. Joel Brooks. James Johnson. Dr. Doom. I don't even have to look at the list. Glauco Schaffer. David Ray. Joey Hehir. Mike Drummie. Brendan Myers. Jesse Armstrong. Did I say Jesse Armstrong? I'm going to say it all over again. I'm just kidding. Thank you guys so much, Bobby. Are you still doing this wrestling thing? Is this how we start the show?
Yes, it's going to start this way one more time.
Okay.
Let's go.
One more time.
One more time. Here we go.
Please hang up and try again.
Do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Okay.
Break the wall, break down the walls. For those about to rock and watch the world, baby, you know you're Judas and I'm your priest. Baby, what I got.
If we ran Nintendo.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to episode 85 of If We Ran Nintendo. I am Bobby, the Nintendo Guru, joined by the greatest co-host in all of podcasting, Sean Capri. What is up, Sean?
Hi, Bobby. I'm sorry I was late.
Yeah, whatever.
What else is new, right?
Exactly. I'm kind of getting used to it by now.
Well, it took you long enough. It only took me 2 years of being late for every single show that we've ever done together.
Pretty much.
But I feel bad. Todd Oxford's here. He's going to have to wait a long time before us to take a time out for topics.
This is true.
Because I'll tell you.
This is true.
I don't even know anything about today's topic. But guess what?
I sent you notes earlier. Don't try that.
But dude, I'm not telling you. Don't get defensive. It's my fault. Okay. I got a Slurpee.
Okay.
I got a Slurpee. My dear wife had a rough day at the dentist today, so I went and got her a Slurpee. And while I was at it, I got me a Slurpee too.
That's very nice of you.
Can I tell you something non-Nintendo related? Non-Nintendo, sure. As they say.
Sure.
So I'm at 7-Eleven. Mm-hmm. And they have Doritos has this promotion with Xbox. You can there's got Xbox One X logos and contests all over it, right? So there's Doritos and stuff everywhere. And the 7-Eleven has Slurpee cups with Crackdown 3 all over it. And it made me realize those guys really thought that thing was coming out right about now. Like that was in the works.
Yeah.
And maybe they forgot to tell 7-Eleven, hey guys, maybe pull back on those cracked and maybe double down on the Forza cups instead. I just thought that was funny, Bobby.
Possibly.
Hey man, great show with Joseph Moran this week.
Thank you.
Nintendo PlayStation podcast.
He's always fun, dude. I have a blast with him every time I record with him. He is so much fun, dude. And
it was too much Jersey for one episode, which is why DJ Pauly P broke things out a little bit.
A
little too much
Jersey.
We need Toby back to class things up a little bit. You guys
don't even. There's no class.
Although maybe you're right. Maybe it wasn't too much Jersey. He hasn't even seen The Sopranos.
Dude, that upset me.
What was the other thing? There's another thing you guys talked about.
Boardwalk Empire. He didn't watch.
Boardwalk Empire. He saw one episode. That's right. I'm sorry. Listen, I was at Costco listening to it, so
it's okay for you. I'm a little perturbed with him. I'm sure. Joseph, you're in the thing. Have you even watched The Godfather before?
Oh my goodness! You don't even want to know the answer to that.
You say no to The Godfather, you're out. I am coming to North Jersey.
Any of those Goodfellas, Casino, any of the classic Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro. I mean, let's Jersey Strong #. Yeah, give me a break. Of course, he said of course, okay. But we named 14 different movies there.
Yeah, exactly. Which one are you of coursing?
He could have of coursing.
My wife the other day. A couple weeks ago, we were watching Raging Bull.
Oh, classic!
Yeah, but she's never seen it before.
You love your boxing.
She's like, "What movie is this?" And I'm like, "Raging Bull." And she's like, "Oh my god!" She goes, "Did these two did they work together all the time, Pesci and De Niro?"
Yeah, man.
Yeah, pretty much, man. That's
Wasn't that the first? That was when they kind of made their thing, and then they kind of made fun of it. They kind of paid homage to it. Basically,
Yeah.
everything, like all the way through Casino and everything else, was like that sort of
There's so
dynamic.
much stuff, yeah.
Casino's one of my favorite movies, dude. Like two VHS tapes. That's when you know you're in for a good time.
Exactly.
Yeah, 2 VHS tapes.
Heat as well. Remember, Heat was like 2
Oh,
or
it was like
3.
4 hours,
Yeah,
man.
It was huge.
I don't think I ever finished Heat.
Oh, I did. That was a great movie, man.
I think these kids are in the chat are just like, what are they
No,
even
they're all
talking?
going off, man. They know what it is. They know what it is. They
Joseph
got it.
knows what Godfather is. That's it. Well, and
Robbins.
Todd, of course.
Dallas
Bubsy.
Robbins is back in the house. How you doing, Dallas? It's been a long time since I talked to you, man. Hopefully you're doing good. James Cole, how are you? You know, it's amazing though, like how good those movies are. Like, dude, so good, all of them, man. They're just amazing movies, and they're supposed to be doing a new one. I thought there's talk about getting the whole band back together again.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it.
Pesci,
Throw Leonardo
Guerrero.
DiCaprio in there. Leo
I
can
think
lead
he's
them all.
supposed to. I think he's supposed to. As well.
Oh, dude. Matt Knight says that because I like Armageddon, he questions my movie choices. You know what? if you can watch Armageddon and seriously not be entertained, I think you have your own problems to check in with. All right?
Yeah. James Cole, thank you for the sub, man. I really
Oh,
truly
that's sweet,
appreciate
dude.
that. Yeah. I got that noise in my ear. I was like, "What the heck was that?" It scared me for a second there. Totally forgot.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
You know, it's Sean. Let's kick this episode off like we do each and every episode with our shout outs.
Geek outs. Stop.
You stop.
You stop. I want to do geek outs, Bobby. Why don't you let me
Listen.
do geek outs?
Just okay. You're doing geek outs this Sunday.
Okay.
All right.
It's so
just
far
relax.
away, though. I feel
not
like a
that far
child
away.
when you say, like, wait until the weekend, and it's like, nah, that's so far. I've got Tuesday and Wednesday, and they're like, I used to always remember wanting to go over to neighbor Matt's house, and I'd have to wait until the weekend. And that was so far. Or if you had a sleepover plan. Did you ever have sleepovers with your friends, Bobby, or were you always a 40-year-old man with a beard?
Wow. Really? Really?
Are you
man?
40? Are you 40?
Yeah.
Shit. I actually don't know.
Yeah. You don't even know how old I am?
I don't know how old you are.
Yeah, I'm an old man, dude.
You're not that old.
Yeah, I'm old.
Okay. Well, were you ever young? Did you have sleepovers with your friends?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
man. That's what I'm
My
talking
cousins
about.
and my.
How cool is that? You had cousins close by. My cousins live 10 hours away.
We used to live on the same street, man.
That's
when
awesome.
I tell you, like, I had 3 other cousins. We all lived on the same street, and like every day we'd all play together. Every day.
Wasn't one of your cousins the one who called into the Nintendo hotline
Yeah,
and
so
asked about
he
Solid
lived.
Snake?
Yeah, he asked about Solid
Yes,
Snake.
but his
Solid
solid
Snake.
schlong?
He was literally right. He lived literally right next door to me.
That's awesome.
And then
That he
yeah,
lived, not that he asked about his schlong.
Yeah, dude. It
Solid schlong.
was so good, so much fun, dude. It was a great time.
Oh,
I
Arrival
wanna-
remind me of that Aerosmith song. Yeah.
So not that he listens. All right, I don't think that he listens to my podcast or our podcast. I don't say what I said my, but our podcast. Alex Van Aken, dude. I was listening to the show prior to this. Man, so good.
Yeah.
First off, he got a silky smooth voice, man.
I know,
dude,
man.
It's like real easy on the ears to listen to, and just man, he hit with some of them stories, and I'm just like, wow, wow, like
I know.
really, really good, man. I got to tip my cap to him. He followed me today on Twitter. I followed him back, so I got to reach out to him, dude. I want to get him on Nintendo Talk Live, but he is, holy crap, dude.
I'm
that
telling
dude
you,
is
dude.
like just awesome.
I keep saying, and I know this is a Nintendo. He just did a Zelda video essay about the music in it.
Okay.
You guys should go check it out at youtube.com/okbeast.
Yeah.
Just incredible stuff. Like he's just one of the smart, like that combination of smarts and entertaining and and kind and genuine and just like he has such integrity. How can you not love him? Absolutely. I double down on that shout out, Bobby.
Yeah. That's other than that, I don't have a shout out other than him this week. I didn't want to
It's
go
a good one.
crazy heavy. You know
It's a
what I
good
mean?
one.
I didn't want to get nuts. But real quick, I just
Alright.
want to acknowledge the chat. Crashy is in the house.
Oh, Crashy. I checked for
love-
Mandarin Oranges today.
Yeah, I love Crashy.
I'm not here
She's
yet.
awesome. Todd Oxter's here. Jonathan Brown, Ryboflavins, Matt Knight, Toxic Gamer. Who else we got in here?
Can you hear that when I slurp on my Slurpee?
I don't want to hear what you're saying on anything.
I got pink straw, Bobby.
Joseph Moran is in the house. Sean Capri is in the house. Matthew Knight, Jonathan Garcia. Who else we got here? There's a lot of people here. Dallas Robbins, James Cole. That's it. So welcome everybody to the chat. Thank you guys for coming today.
Welcome.
Sean. It's time out.
No, it's not. What are you gonna let me go for once?
What do you go for once?
I mean, just because I copied your, I gave you a high five for your shout out doesn't mean I don't have
I just asked you if you have it. You said you were doubling down.
I think you. That's not what I meant.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
It's not that I don't have one of my own. Listen. Later on in the show, I'll just be like, yeah, me too, for your answers, because let's be honest, you're the Nintendo guru, and I don't know a damn thing about Nintendo.
Pretty much.
My shout out goes to Brendan Myers, King of the Pirates. The O is a 0. Because it occurred to me as I was listening to you do the intro to Nintendo PlayStation podcast that I haven't added Brendan Myers to my list of executive producers in my We the Gamercast intro, and I actually don't even know how many weeks I've missed. It could be many weeks. I'm not even certain. But you can tell when you say these things so often every week, you know when something is different, and it immediately when you said it, I'm like, oh crap. I haven't been saying it, and I feel awful because I also this is the thing, but I was saying to you before, I'm letting everybody down left, right, and center, and I'm feeling awful. I'm really trying. I also spelled his name wrong on the episode when he was on. Well, no, it's not fine because he's a good friend, and I should know how to spell his name, and I should know to include him in the executive producer shoutouts.
He's afraid of you anyway. He's not going to mess with you.
Afraid of me. We're very good friends. We share pictures of our families with each other.
It's okay, but he's still afraid of you. I'm just telling you.
Why would he? No, he's not, Bobby. He's afraid of me just because I yelled at you. Is that why he's afraid of me?
Yeah. He told me.
I know. Well, he was just trying to be cool around the guru. You don't have to do that, Brennan.
No. He was like, it was right after the whole arguing thing, after you told me to F off, and I met him, and I was like, do you want to talk to Sean? I'll call Sean. He's like, is he going to yell at me? And I'm like, no, he's not going to yell at you. I'm like, hold on, let me add him to the call. So I don't know why you're telling me this story. I'm trying to make up for. I'm trying to level you out and let you know that he's afraid of you, so don't worry about if you do something wrong. You shouldn't be afraid of me. He's not going to correct you. I'm not going to rescind my shout out. The shout out stands. It's my real shout out, even if he was afraid of me at one point in time. Love it. I mean, either he's afraid of me or he hates my guts. I mean, I don't know. I don't think he hates your guts. I think he just. I got this cool shirt. I think he's very scared of you. Makes sense. Look at Wario up there. Look at that chin. That Wario's chin looks like Lincoln's bum. Hey, question. Let's because you got Odyssey this week, right? You finally got it. Yeah, man. 11 out of 10. 11 out of 10 is no shit. It's not really 11 out of 10. That's a bit. I can see why Dave Moore got a little upset. That's a bit like, come on, guys. That is frustrating. Yeah, like, and guys, the thing, what a difficult conversation. You guys did that very well, by the way. It's a difficult conversation for like somebody to talk about a game that everybody is so pumped about, and you're just not quite there. So anything less than like up here on the mountaintop with Bobby, the Nintendo guru, and the 11 out of 10, like somehow like the Nintendo dads actually put it higher than the top of the mountain. Like they're. So that's what I give kudos to Dave, because it's a tough position to be in, and on your channel of all places. Yeah. I went back and I listened to Ryan McCaffrey. Well, Ryan McCaffrey was on the Nintendo NBC. Voice Shot. But he was on the vlog. They have a vlog thing that they do too once a week. Oh yeah. And is that new? I just saw. They've been doing it for about a couple months now. But what they did was, what they'll do sometimes is they'll at the start of it they'll answer questions that people write in that they didn't have time to hit the show during. That's awesome. We should do that. Yeah, we should actually. Hang on a second. Yeah. Okay, that's I had another good idea that I want to talk to you about. Okay. Well, jot the note. We can go over that a little bit. But the thing is like this. So Ryan McCaffrey's talking, right? And he's saying, like, there's two moments in this game that, like, when they hit, you just all of a sudden just the whole thing just comes into, and the one was what I was saying to Dave, and I didn't realize that other people felt that way until I listened to Ryan McCaffrey. So, and you're like, you were right, you nailed it, because I was like, hey man, don't eat it, don't feed into the hype, ignore it, and I'm sitting there going like, when this part hits, Dave,
I know.
if it doesn't get to you, like, but it really should. It should get to everybody, honestly. But
I can't wait. It's
How
very
far
tough.
are you?
I'm not very far. I'm in the Sand Kingdom. I just warmed it up. It was
Okay.
cold and now it's warm.
Okay.
And I think I may have even moved on from there because I was starting. There's a spot. I don't know if you remember this because it's a long time ago for you, but there's a spot where you can get up to the Tower of Goombas. They're all like giving each other piggybacks or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's some blocks up there that you can leave the Goombas. You can jump up onto the blocks, and then there's a moon that is. What I think it's pretty clear that I need to be able to like do the whole like where you chain together the hat throws, and I don't know how to do that, and I keep getting so close, and I probably spent 20 minutes just trying to get there, and I don't know how to do it, so I think I'm gonna have to look that up. I actually can't believe that a moon is there that requires that kind of move, but I guess that was an indication to me for like this scale.
Though.
Is there maybe there's something else that I have to get later? Maybe it can come back and fly around or something.
Bullet bill. And then
I don't know.
maybe
Is it there?
Bill?
Can I go up with a bullet bill?
No, you go across.
Right. So it's up there, man. Like I'm gonna have to get something. There's a bird that's flying around there, around those like tar pits.
There's all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
So this is the thing. I actually think it is more because of that. People kind of go, well, there's a Cappy new mechanic, like whatever, dude. That changes everything.
Yeah, man.
In my opinion, it's almost like an infinite number of like power. It's not just the Tanuki. It's not just the P-Wing. It's not just the Cape or any of these other things.
All the powers of everybody.
I think it is so special, and the music. Like this is, I don't know. I can't. I feel like I can't say anything that hasn't already been said before. But I'm absolutely loving it. The one thing that's weird though, Bobby, is I am playing on I had it on my 4K TV here. And I don't think it looks good on 4K TVs. Like it's sort of like when you watch a standard def channel on a high definition TV, and it's like more blurry.
I've been playing on there all along. I love it.
I mean, on your 4K.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of jaggy.
Nah, man, I'm loving it.
On my 1080p, it looks amazing. Like
I've got because you're right on top of it though, too.
That's true. I'm this far away.
Yeah,
that's where it is. I tried to back up a little bit, but I don't know. Anyways, I'm absolutely.
Because I have some distance between me and it. Yeah, I mean, but it looks crisp to me. I love it. It's
a crazy way to end off this year, Bobby. Because there's no other games coming out this year for Switch.
My thing is like,
just kidding, everybody. I know there's other games.
When do I walk away from this thing? Because I was playing before, and I'm close to 400 moons now, and I'm like,
holy crap.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, when do I stop? Like,
yeah.
I think I just go in. I think I'm just gonna keep playing until I get. When it becomes frustrating to get moons, because that's when it's not fun, and I want to do this. I would love to get all the moons. I don't think I'm going to do it because, like you say all the time with the platinums when you're going after platinums.
Yep, the rusty platinum.
The rusty platinum. I don't want to do that to this game. I want to love this game, so I feel like I'm going to play until the minute I can't do no more, easily. And then I'm going to just shut it down and walk away. And
is there anything else?
Maybe I'll go back later, but that's it.
Like, is that it? Like, there's nothing else? Like, I feel like there's more than just...
There's some endgame stuff in there, dude.
Yeah.
There's some endgame stuff in there. And it's really well done. That's what, and that's what I was trying to say, too. Like, if you want to properly play this game, like, it gets... Once you hit endgame, that's when everything kind of wakes up and opens up. Like, that's when... everything kind of moves forward. And that's when you're like, okay, this is pretty awesome. I like how... Because one of the major complaints in Breath of the Wild was when you beat the game, it doesn't continue. You go back out just before you go back into Ganon. And you can either go back into Ganon, or you just start exploring the world again. And this is like, oh, you beat it? Okay, good, now I'll go. And you get to see things that you accomplished... like a different result now.
Right.
And that's really awesome. I love that. It's something I've never seen done before. So we'll see. Nice,
man. Well, I don't know. Like it needed to drop into my house that day. The fact that I got it a week later, like this is already such a tight schedule as it was. Now we're getting Rocket League pretty soon. I heard you guys talk about doing community night. Like I am all over that. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, man, I'm all in on that one.
I want to check out Doom on the Switch. I'm not sure what do you think about Xenoblade? We're gonna get.
I'm buying.
Do you think? Can I talk to you about this? Can I ask you? Am I the only one who thinks that it's really like ridiculous? I sort of giggled to myself, but also in an angry way about Xenoblade getting a Nintendo Direct. Didn't we get enough of this already? Didn't they spend like a huge amount of time?
That's my issue with it. Well, you know what? I'm sure they're still trying to sell it to people. So there's people out there that this is a Direct. But what bothers me is that they're going to sit there and they're going to do this, right? And then it's like, oh, wait a minute, we're not gonna, they show such a long, because if you watch the Direct that I do, I'm sitting there going like, okay, guys, move on.
Yes.
Move on. I'm done. I got it. I get it. Move on. That's what frustrates me, is that they wasted all that time in there and then, went across. I don't know. So I'm happy with what's going on. But,
what else do we got? So we got Rocket League, we've got Xenoblade.
Dude,
why do I feel like there's another?
We got Doom.
Yeah.
You got Mute Muds.
Right.
Stick It to the Man.
That's cool.
You got LA Noir.
That's coming across the board, isn't it? That's switched day and date with everything else.
Yeah, Skyrim.
That's cool, man. Oh yeah, I forgot about Skyrim.
There's so much.
Skyrim sucks, but if it's for you, I'm happy for you. But
I want to try it. You know what I mean?
Of course you are.
Yeah.
How many games are you up to now? You and Joe. You guys
Joe is insane. I'm not. I can't mess with that dude. That dude has me. He's playing games I never even heard of. Like
and now I'm upsetting Todd even more because he likes Skyrim. I'm sorry, Todd. I think it's no good.
Stop pandering to Todd Oxtra.
I like Todd Oxtra. I like him a lot. What do you mean?
Nobody likes Todd. Nobody likes Todd.
Todd's like our dad. He's our I
We're
feel
the
like
same age. What are you talking about?
I just feel like he's very fatherly. And it has nothing to do with age. It's just I could go to him with my good news and my bad news. I could go to him for advice. He's lived 6 lives. He's a very experienced man in many different ways, Bobby.
Todd.
He could tell you how to love a woman.
First off, Ho Shui, I love you to death. Don't ever come in this chat room again and mention Sonic Forces with a straight face. That needs to stop. Don't ever do that again.
He can't help his face as a profile picture.
You know what? Rybo's really taking some digs lately, and it's really.
I like Rybo.
He started to bother me.
It's fine. I was in his city for a full week, and he didn't even want to hang out. But that's fine.
He could care less about you.
That's all right. That's where I discovered that he's actually Brendan Myers. And it's wait a minute, I thought you were in Jersey for a second. Have you ever seen them in the same room together?
No,
I haven't.
Never.
Maybe Rybo is Todd Oxtra.
It's possible.
Actually, that's not true because he's right above him. So that's not. They are in the same chat room at the same time.
That's possible. But I'm actually going to be joining Todd Oxtra in a couple weeks here.
Oh, so now you get to talk about Todd Oxtra.
Well, when Justice League hits, I'm going to be going on his show.
You have to go. You have to go outside.
Have to go defend DC. Have to go defend DC. They need me. Todd comes to me whenever a DC movie hits because he's like, "You're the one that has the knowledge on DC." So we bring you in so that way you know what you're talking about. You can defend the brand because Charlie and Lisa they just pounce and hammer away at it and no love at all. So and Todd likes DC. So he's like, Bobby, I need some help here. So I come in. But Sean, how about we jump into some topics?
Sure, Bobby.
Okay, so what's the name of this segment?
It's of course everybody knows that it's time for a timeout. Wait, I don't know what it's called.
Timeout for topics.
No, it's the Todd. Damn it! I should have had it because you don't know it either.
Yeah.
The Todd Oxtra timeout for topics.
There you
go. Wait, that's Final Fantasy. It was Zelda in my head.
Whatever, it's fine. So if
I sing that when I change the diaper.
If we ran Nintendo, what is next for 2018? Now, what I want to do is there's a lot of things I want to go through here, and I listed some things in the description, but I want to go a little bit further on some of that. So, the first thing I want to start with is what would be your first major release for 2018?
I want to cheat on this, Bobby. Okay. I don't want it to be a game. I want it to be...
No, wait. We're going through a lot of things.
Okay.
So there's no cheating, because we're going to go through a whole spectrum of things. So just
But I want that
follow
to
me.
be the big thing. That's got to be the big thing.
We're talking about major releases of games right now. Trust me, there's a huge laundry list of stuff we're going to go through. Just be patient. Follow the journey. Just, please. I spent like hours writing this list today. I can't.
Okay. I got one then.
So what would be in 2018, in January, what would be your major release?
Can I ask you before I say a question? Because I have a game that has not been released yet.
Okay.
So it's a game that has 3.5 games out right now.
Okay.
Mostly console.
Okay.
Recently, one came out for the 3DS.
Okay.
Miyamoto told us that a fourth one was coming.
Oh.
And we got one. But I don't know if that's a way to... But I feel like it actually is a January, February, March game. Mm-hmm. This is not a game that should land in the holiday season, I don't think. I think there are bigger games, but this is something that the Nintendo faithful have been waiting for a very long time. But Bobby, there's no hype for it right now. There's actually no announcement. There's no actual confirmation that this thing exists. So you know where I'm going with this. What should I even go ahead and say that the first major release might not even come in January, but the first major release is Pikmin 4 for the Nintendo Switch.
Okay. I like that. I do like that. But I actually went ahead and did 6 months worth of games.
I'm not surprised.
Because I'm figuring that they're going to do one major release a month, is my theory. Mm-hmm. I think they're going to try to continue this trend moving forward into 2018. Mm-hmm. It's worked so well for them, they might as well just keep pushing along if they can. So, in January, I feel like the game that's going to hit in January or February, so this could flip-flop the two, is going to be the Fire Emblem game.
Yeah.
The standalone Fire Emblem.
That was the next one. That was the next one that I've got down. Yeah.
So, what I have for February is a Wii U ported game. Mm-hmm. So that, to me, is where it could flip. That could be January or February, just depending upon the two. But I'm thinking Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
That's what I was just looking at. Look, it's right here.
Yeah.
Tokyo, boom.
Yeah, it's a really good game.
That is a really good game.
And I think that would be very amazing to hit. Because it also gives that Persona vibe, and I don't think people get that. You know what I mean?
We want to Japanese it up on the Switch, Bobby.
Yes.
Yeah, get some J-pop going.
In March, I'm launching Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Okay.
I talked about that last week a little bit. Like, I feel like that needs to be the bookend. In April, I'm going with Yoshi, because that's already been announced. Mm-hmm. In May, I'm hitting Kirby.
Okay.
In June, another Wii U ported game, and I'm going with Hyrule Warriors Deluxe.
Nice.
So, in July or August would be the perfect spot, I feel, for Pikmin 4.
Yeah, you probably... Yeah, I could see that. Okay.
I think that would definitely bode well and lay well in there and kind of be a good thing, for that. Mm-hmm. And not...
Okay, can you go... You race through those. Can you go over again? What have you got?
So I got...
Because I like this a lot.
I got in January, Fire Emblem.
Mm-hmm.
In February, I have a Wii U ported game, which would be Tokyo Mirage Sessions.
Okay.
March is Animal Crossing Switch.
So March is kind of what we're saying is like, we're starting year 2.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes.
This is year 2 of Switch. Okay.
Exactly.
I like that.
April goes Yoshi.
Mm-hmm.
May goes Kirby. And June would be Hyrule Warriors Deluxe. Mm-hmm. Now, here's the thing. Yoshi and Kirby could, because with Animal Crossing hitting there in March, you could literally just take Yoshi and Kirby and maybe push them later in the year. Mm-hmm. And you could actually maybe throw a couple ports in April and May. Because there's people are going to get... Animal Crossing is a game that just eats time.
Yeah.
And takes people's lives away. So you could kind of float some things in there. But that's the way I would lay it out. That's the way I would do it. And with the Wii U, with the Hyrule Warriors Deluxe, I'm taking all the content. The 3DS content, the Wii U content, and putting it all in one cartridge.
Yep.
Because you had a lot of good characters and stuff in there.
Are you thinking only HD or only ports from the Wii U? Like, what if there was a game that some people really liked where you fly around a lot? Like, what if Skyward Sword made a comeback on the Switch? Mm-hmm. Like, what if, like, because I'm thinking like Zelda had such a, obviously this year has been a lot of the success was driven by Breath of the Wild. Is it too soon even to go back to some of the old school games, or should we kind of like tap into that love for Zelda that was reminded for so many people, and then like, maybe people miss Skyward Sword?
Well, here's the thing with Skyward Sword. Now
that's the next to HD one that has to happen.
Grezzo just today apparently announced that they're looking for teams that are capable to work in HD.
Yeah.
To work on a legend of a game. So
you think that's it?
Well, the last time they posted this
was
Majora's Mask.
Interesting. Okay, so we're ways out for that then.
So if they are talking about porting, well, you technically be a year away. But man, because really, how much polish? Although, if they're going to do Skyward Sword, God, please just make their Pro Controller abilities. Like, just make it the ability to use.
Oh, that's true. Like, what do you even do with any of that stuff? There's so much motion control in that. Like, you move the beetle around with it, and you drive your Skyloft.
Although with your Pro Controller, it has gyro.
I don't want. You're right. I don't want any of that in there.
Yeah, I don't want none of that stuff.
And they may. I think they've learned that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's quite a bit in Mario, but like maybe just keep it at Mario level. That's kind of my max.
What I'm thinking here, Sean, is since I have so much stuff here, I'll hit stuff and we can discuss it. And if we have different things, we can interject.
Okay, I've got some games that I wanted to see where you're going to slot them in.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I want Mario Maker on the Switch. I feel like Mario Maker is like a no-brainer.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of done with that game.
I know you are, but I think
a lot of people are done with it too.
I think it's a system seller, to be honest with you.
Really?
I think it is. I think Mario especially is. Yeah, I know. Look, it has its faults, and sometimes people buy games for systems for stupid reasons.
Yeah, my thing is if I'm going to do a Mario game, there's two options for me. One would be Super Mario 3D World with Captain Toad.
Yeah, man, add to it. Let's keep going.
Or, and I think I even mentioned that in this list. Okay, so I'll jump ahead. So I have 4 Wii U ports that I would do in 2018. Mm-hmm. Hyrule Warriors Deluxe, Tokyo Mirage Session, Zelda Wii U Deluxe, which would be Wind Waker and Twilight Princess bundled together.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then Super Mario 3D World with Captain Toad would be the way that I would do. Mm-hmm. So that would be my 4 ports that I would do. I feel like Smash was also going to get it ported, so that would be 5 at that point.
Yeah, that's your big holiday game.
Yeah, and I feel like I feel like at that point they need to freeze on ports. Mm-hmm. Mario Maker might be something that comes at some point, but the other thing is how do you make levels? And I assume they're going to be like, well, to make a level, pull it and just play in handheld mode.
Yeah.
Because it has a touchscreen. And then to play it, you just play it or whatever.
See, and I think that we are going to get into that a little bit more, like different styles of gameplay. Like Severed, you can only play in handheld mode. Yeah. And I think we're going to get more, like I think that Nintendo's actually doing a smart thing of just let's get a year down of both. Like let's not confuse things. It's not one nor the other. But I think as time goes on, and with so many games demonstrating that you can do both and people get it, I think you're going to see that, Bobby, where actually they're going to play with that. And I think in a lot of ways, just like the Wii U, where you have like sort of asynchronous multiplayer type of games. Like I could see games kind of like a Jackbox Party Pack thing where everybody like passes it around or something, and then you put it back in, and then something happens. Like everybody has their own input and clicks next, and you give it to you, and they draw something, and then you put it back, and then who knows what pops up on the screen. But I think that could be kind of neat. And Mario Maker, I think there's a lot of, I think the main thing is just the way that you discover and search for games. That's the main problem. They have a huge opportunity to just fix that, because that's what most people kind of discovered, was that they didn't know how to cultivate and curate that content for you. So
yeah, I agree. I think the other thing that we're going to see happen in 2018 is true to form more special edition consoles. Meaning, not just Joy-Cons, the docks,
controllers you're talking about too.
Controllers and all that stuff. Like, I think we're going to start to see more stuff along those lines hitting in 2018. All right, so let's scale it back a little bit here now. I think another thing that obviously the Virtual Console gets launched in 2018. That's a no-brainer. Where do you think it actually gets announced and it actually hits?
So I think it goes right alongside Animal Crossing in March as part of this is year 2. We've had 1 year.
Yep.
Yeah.
I got the same thing. I got March written here.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think the big announcement to get people hyped about Virtual Console is Mother 3.
GameCube. Oh, okay. I was thinking GameCube. I think it was going to go all the way
too.
up there.
I mean, I think GameCube would probably, but I think if Mother 3 gets announced, that's the one that people are going to be like, oh my God, here we go. We've been wanting this for years. We've been screaming for. I mean, dude, you watch wrestling on WWE, and people have import Mother 3 signs in the stands. It's nuts. You know what I mean? So
I've given up hope.
I
don't think it's ever going to happen.
Nah, I think it'll happen eventually. I have to have some type of.
The best part is to be on the positive end of that bet. There's more chance of it happening at some point than never, ever, ever, ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I guess that's a bet. You're on a safer side of the bet.
Yeah.
That eventually is going to happen.
They've also talked about actually paying for the online service in 2018. That's when that'll kick in and go.
Yeah, I'm scared.
I kind of went with the way of in March as well with that, because I don't think they'll be ready to flip the switch in January or February.
What exactly does that mean to you? What happens when we start paying whatever they've said, $25 a year, US or 20? Yeah,
20 US.
What does that even mean? What does that?
I think what it entails is this. I think when you pay the 20, I think the major things it does is it's gonna allow. It's going to be a better online service in terms of less disconnects, things like that. I think they're going to beef up the servers a little bit. I think then it has that connection will be more across the board the way it was with.
I guess I see. I guess I don't have a real problem with that. I think the biggest thing is
I think friends codes will disappear.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for that. I just don't want that to happen.
No,
what I am willing to pay for, Bobby? I'm willing to pay for cloud saves.
I have that here. Service will it'll kick off cloud saves.
Aaron Doherty is. I'm just going to butcher his name just because I can't say it right, so I'll just do it all the way wrong. Yes, cloud saves definitely.
Yeah, I think cloud saves is in that package as well. Their free games of the month is going to be in that package as well.
I think that's separate. I think they're going to do that differently. I think part of the Virtual Console or some sort of Game Pass model like what Xbox has done is probably what we're going to end up seeing. I don't think that they do Virtual Console the same. I think that's why otherwise we would have that.
No, I think you're going to get free games in whatever the monthly thing is. Because I don't
That
think
is so not Nintendo though.
But I don't think they get away with, hey, we're going to charge you for this and then we're going to charge you for this service. It's just not going to work. I just don't think it's going to work. I also feel like at some point, I don't know when, we are going to get an update that will bake in voice chat to the console.
Yeah, I'm wondering about that as well.
Because they're doing all these updates of things that people were screaming for before, and now it's like, oh, here it is. Boom, here it is. Boom, here. You know what I mean? I remember when it first came out, you were one of the big proponents of this. You were like, I can't use wireless headsets. This is nuts.
I couldn't even use wired headsets into the controller.
Yeah.
Every other controller has a headphone jack on it.
But
they had courage. They got rid of the headphone jack.
Now you can use your Sony Golds and plug it into your thing, and it works. It's just crazy to see that. They're starting to answer some of the problems. And I remember you early on saying this. I forget exactly where you said it, but you were just like, wow, I'm so tired of being the beta tester for Nintendo.
Yeah.
The early adopters are basically just beta testers.
Yeah, they're testing how far can they go, and then they'll figure it out later. Yeah. We're a marketing experiment, I think I said. What are we actually willing to purchase? The funny thing is, like, I asked this not to put you on the spot, but I kind of just want to even have everybody reflect on what is it that we pay for when it comes to Xbox and PlayStation. Like, there was a time before the free games where we were just paying for cloud saves was special. That's legit. That's why I signed up for PlayStation Plus, was because I wanted to have my saves synced up between my PlayStation at home and Chelsea's PlayStation at her condo back in the day. And that was a good enough reason. And then also because PlayStation used to have free online stuff as well. So I think they're on the right track with a lot of the things that they've got in their chat. I think there are innovative ways for you to group up and do party chat, but it's got to be better. I feel like they're maybe like video chat would be kind of interesting because they have that tie-in with your phone. Like, I would like to see them really use the power of your cell phone in a way, so that it's not just like, and maybe that's what they're figuring out. But I would really like, in addition to the voice chat, I think video would be really cool and in a very Nintendo way, have almost like a Skype call. Yeah. But for voice. That'd be freaking awesome. And you could buy like a Nintendo, like almost like they could even have their own line of like cases or something, some little stands. Yeah. That you could, maybe it's more universal because you don't want to get into each individual one. But like my case has a kickstand on it, and I love this thing. I can sit it down and use it for Skype calls and things like that. I think that'd be cool, Bobby.
That'd be cool. That would be cool. Something that I have that I think will hit in between February and March. I think Super Mario Odyssey gets DLC.
Oh no, I want to do something else.
I would add 4 new kingdoms. And I would introduce the Koopa Kids.
I got a different January thing.
Okay.
Speaking of DLC, thank you for reminding me. Mm-hmm. Everybody thinks that this thing is done. They thought the Deluxe was it. But, Bobby, Nintendo is going to do it again with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They're doing it. No. Don't go all Jacob Rush on me.
No, I'm telling you, they are working on 9 right now.
You think so?
Yeah, they're working on 9.
I don't want 9. I just want this. This is perfect. This game is perfect. Just give me more.
Yeah, I listen, I'm with you. That's exactly what I would want. I just don't see it happening. I think the Mario Kart DLC is done.
Nope. I don't buy it.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Listen,
you're setting yourself up for disappointment.
Since when did we change roles on this?
And honestly, I wouldn't do it.
Yes, you would. Give me a break. Not. They announced $15. You get 8 new cups. Give me a break. It changes everything, Bobby. If they give you, what does that work out to be? 4 new cups. It's 16 new tracks.
I would focus on Smash Kart for 2019, 2020, and I would have my teams working on new Mario Kart game. That's the way I would be doing it. Sean, E3.
RPG is all about it, man. We don't need a 9.
Listen, I know it doesn't need a 9. But, I would keep it a legacy collection. I would just have it be where, like, we just add DLC every year.
What if it ends up being like a season pass? They announced 2018.
I would love that, but I know it's not going to happen.
The Mario Kart.
If we ran Nintendo, I would absolutely do it. Because I think that's the model that you want to do. You want to say, hey, you buy this game once, and every year we're going to throw a patch.
You know what the stupidest thing is that I hate that my brain even went here, Bobby, about Mario Kart 9. The only thing that can be different, the only thing that they can change that would make it feel and operate like a different game is Overwatch-style loot boxes where you can, if you want, buy. It's happening.
Nope.
Mark my words. Mark my words. It will totally happen. Look at all the stuff that we're seeing on the phone. There's a lot of lessons that they're learning with Animal Crossing and Fire Emblem, whatever it's called, Heroes.
No way.
But
they're anti that. They don't even want to do that. They sold you all of Mario in one bundle.
Yeah, and they haven't done a thing like it since then.
Because people flipped out on them. Because the mobile market is different. That's where they'll do that stuff.
Mark my words, that's going to be Mario Kart 9.
That's not going to be it.
And you know what? People are going to be thrilled about it.
I won't buy it.
You'll buy it.
I will not buy loot boxes. I will not do any of that.
Listen, that's fine.
I am not supporting that nonsense.
Look, we all should collectively pretty much hate loot boxes across the board. Mm-hmm. Overwatch does it right, and it would actually be a great fit for Mario Kart.
All right, let's move on. E3. What do you think the focus of E3 is?
Mario Kart 8 DLC or Mario Kart 9 loot boxes. I think. Oh man. I think this. Well, I keep going back to Game Pass. I think the.
No. Not that.
That's the focus. Okay.
What I'm saying is 2 years ago, Zelda was the booth.
Yep.
Last
Metroid.
year, Mario was the booth.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but,
Metroid.
But Metroid might not be ready.
It's coming.
So you think they still make the booth Metroid?
No, I'll take it back. Pokemon. Pokemon very likely could be coming out. What else do you? Okay, what do you got?
I go Smash Deluxe.
See, I feel like just a port of something isn't. I feel maybe Smash is enough, but it just Deluxe doesn't seem like that's like you've never seen this before.
No, I know, but I feel like because of Smash Deluxe, you can actually celebrate all the characters.
I just think on the Switch you don't have to do that anymore. Like you don't have to go, especially as your spot. Like I don't disagree that this is going to be massive and it's going to sell millions upon millions of copies. So I don't know. I don't know if that makes or doesn't make E3. I'm hearing a lot of Pokemon in the chat,
Yeah,
but it also isn't necessarily Nintendo. Like, isn't that a weird thing? Like, have we ever really had Pokemon take the center stage?
No,
at Pokemon.
They don't
it's
ever.
Not,
it wasn't until
yeah,
the past 2 years they actually even showed up at E3,
Yeah.
and that was basically at the behest of Nintendo because they needed something strong.
Yeah.
So I don't think that we see Pokemon really. And this year we really didn't see Pokemon. It was a guy with a tablet going, "Yeah, we're working on Pokemon."
Yeah.
That wasn't even a thing. You know what I mean? Like they don't really do anything there.
Yeah, and I actually wouldn't be surprised if we're actually a little further away from it.
Possibly.
Like it could be still. They said a little over a year. I think that I don't know. Based on the recent comments from the CEO, and they weren't on board with the Switch. They weren't working on it yet, and I think we might be still kind of far away from it.
I believe they're going to hold a Smash tournament this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe we'll get a Splatoon tournament as well at E3. Do you think ARMS gets another tournament this year, or do you think they kind of push away from ARMS?
Man, ARMS is going to be like this cult thing that kind of exists below the surface, and it's going to have a very kind of dedicated base, but I don't think that it really comes out of that. Yeah. I think it'll just be like they'll be in the dark corner. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think it's going to get too much more than that.
Okay, let's move to Nintendo Directs.
Mm-hmm.
How many Nintendo Directs do you think, or how many would we do next year?
Okay, I think you definitely have 2 indie Directs. Okay. I think those at least, maybe 3, maybe do one every 4 months or so. Mm-hmm. Because I think those have been, I actually, now after watching the Sony conference and seeing them try to like bring it back, because Nintendo has really scored a lot of points on that scene, and I think Sony had written them off. I think they got to that cocky Sony PlayStation space that we've all seen them get to, and they're like, we chewed them up and spat them out. We used them and threw them out the window, and then people are like, oh wait, those actually mattered. Like we didn't just sell and then like can leave them. Nintendo is paying the bills with these things in many ways, and drawing a lot of support, which it has like this momentum that builds. And it starts at the ground level. It starts with these indies who can turn on a dime, who recognize there's an opportunity here. Let's get there. Yeah. And it takes these slower, bigger juggernaut type of companies go, oh no. And that's what Sony has recently done. So I think Nintendo should definitely at least, I'd say 4. Let's do 4. I just went from 2 to 4, didn't I? Between 3 and 4 for sure.
What I feel they're going to do, or what I would do is I would do 9 Directs in all. I would do 3 Nindies Directs.
Okay.
Followed by 3 typical Directs.
Mm-hmm.
Followed by, at some point throughout, 3 game-specific Directs.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we could potentially look at seeing getting 9, anywhere from 8 to 10. I think.
What about 3DS?
That's done. I have that here too. So what I have is in 2018... 3DS starts to fade out. It'll be pretty much done as of E3. I think it moves out off the spectrum as of E3.
Yeah, I could see that.
I also have that in 2018, Nintendo announces an N64 Classic, as well as a Game Boy Classic.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2018, amiibo start to fade out and go.
No, whoa, no. Amiibos are ramping up.
I don't know about that. I think with all the other toys of life kind of fading away, I think Nintendo is not.
Dude, okay, you can't tell me that they're going to do a Smash Deluxe and then not bring back Amiibo. It's going to be the start of everything all over again. You're going to have to build a whole new level on your house. You're going to have to go to Tom Nook and get a new loan because, Bobby, you're going to need all the bells in the world
man.
for this.
I get a weird vibe lately with that.
That's not... Dude, are we just duding each other? Dude.
No, I'm saying... I'm the guy that collects every single one.
I know, and I feel like you're doing... This is a personal bias of your own. Just saying, please, God, no more.
No more.
There's no chance Amiibo goes away. Amiibo, look at all the shelf space that just opened up. Lego, Skylanders, Disney Infinity, all gone. They got all this extra room for nothing but Amiibo. I'm telling you, man. It's
possible.
Especially if Smash is coming.
But I think Smash... Okay, so I think then maybe when Smash hits, that's the end. Because what other game series did they put out? A bunch of Amiibo.
Everything that you said. Pikmin is going to have its own line. Animal Crossing will have round 2, but they'll do it better.
Pikmin already has Amiibo. I think
another.
I think they might. I don't know. I just...
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe available only through DLC. I'm sorry. The DLC is only available only through Amiibo.
I'm probably wrong.
You probably are wrong about that. But everything else, you're bang on. You're bang on about, Bobby.
Somewhat.
One of those directs that they have has to be about online. It has to be about either virtual. Like one of those things has to be dedicated to what we've talked about, though, Bobby.
I think what they'll do is they'll just release a bunch of video series like they did at the beginning of the Switch.
No, man.
They would just start popping all this stuff out. I know that they should do an online Nintendo Direct where they just break it all down. But it was the same thing at the beginning of the Switch where Todd Oxtra was saying it all the time. Anytime you watched him chat, he's like, are we going to get it? And I was like, I don't believe it. I think we're just going to get some video packages dropping into the YouTube channel, and then they just expect the Nintendo faithful to just spread the word. And I think it's a mistake. I think absolutely they should do it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see, Bobby. We'll have to come back to this. And anytime something happens or doesn't happen in 2018, we'll come back to this episode.
Yeah. I think the big thing, too, though, is a lot of this is not really... I'm kind of saying what I think Nintendo will do on some of this, but the only things that I would do, some of it I would do. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of this I would do. The only things that I would pretty much put in perspective of like what I think Nintendo will do is the 3DS fading out. But I would fade it out by E3. Like, that would be gone. It'd be done. It's time to move on from that system. The announcing of the Classic in the game, I think that's what they're going to do, but that's... If I'm being honest, I would announce just one, not both. I think I would just do the Game Boy, followed up by the N64 the following year. But I think there's a reason why they patent both of them. I think they're going to hit both of them this year.
Interesting. I think they should patent it and then not make it. It's just so nobody else can do it. Well, nobody wants it.
I don't want the N64 one.
No, nobody wants it.
I would like to get the Game Boy one, though, because I think that would be kind of cool.
The Game Boy one would sell like gangbusters.
Yeah, it would.
It would. Oh my god! Like that. Can we buy stock now? Is there like we should put up a button at the end of this on the YouTube video, like, okay, everybody, if this has hyped you up, buy a little Nintendo stock.
If you do, that's what we should start doing with the Patreon money. Just leave it there, and then we just go buy stock.
Just put it into Nintendo.
We would need like millions of dollars. We need like a couple $1,000s to buy stock.
Well, a couple months.
You need more than that. You need like 10,000, wouldn't you? Because you can't buy one stock. Don't you have to buy them in like groups of like 100?
Yeah, probably.
So we would never be able to afford it.
Well,
we'd have to start saving our pennies. Anyway, anything else?
You have to buy it in yen. Do you buy it in yen or do you buy it in dollars? Can you buy like? How does your conversion work?
I don't know.
Is that in your favor?
You own a share, Todd? Where did you buy one? I'm curious. Where did you buy one share at?
Oh, that's cool.
Because I would buy one share just to say I owned them.
Hell yeah!
And then I could scream and yell, and people are like, "What do you care? Why being a And I'd be like, "I own the company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a shareholder."
1/1 trillionth of the company is right there in Bobby Guru.
I forget how much you have to be able to become a shareholder, though, right? You need like
I think they're different shares, actually. I think it's a different type of share for you
Is
have
it?
like a voting part and then a non-voting. There's voting.
I thought you just needed X amount of them to be able to get
Well, it may be both, but I think the voting shares actually cost more, maybe. I'm not actually entirely certain if Nintendo was built that way.
Todd,
What did we miss? I'm just going to put it out there while you talk to Todd through the chat as well. What did we miss for 2018, guys? What are we forgetting? Leave a comment below.
I'm curious, Todd. What did, if you don't mind saying, like, what did you pay for that one share?
Yeah, how's that share doing? Did you buy it in the Wii U days? Did you buy it in like year 3.5
he
of the
bought it
Wii
in
U?
the Switch days at the peak dollar.
He bought it
amount.
just when I hope not. Just when PlayStation 4 was announced.
Yeah. I don't know. So I think that's pretty much it, Sean. I think we're
Can I
good.
tell you something, Bobby? Let me tell you something right at the end here.
Go ahead.
I took a screenshot on my Xbox One. I was trying to show this whole Xbox does the Xbox One X enhance thing of the screen of Forza. I thought that was great. Took a picture, really easy, and then I go to share it. Where the hell's the option to share? I can't find it. I cannot find this option to share this on Twitter. Okay, well, go through the menu. Okay, it's still uploading to OneDrive or something like that. Oh. Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay, 5 minutes later, I got it. Okay, share to Twitter. Great. Okay, type in my thing, hit share. And then I go to my Twitter just to check because that's what you do. And it doesn't just share the picture. It shares like a hyperlink to like account.xbox.com/image/blah, blah, blah, blah. And then you click on that and that's where it is. And it's like it's on some Microsoft hosted thing. And it's like, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Nintendo, and you guys just need to try it on the other systems for this to even make sense. You think that it's easy on the other systems, even PlayStation players think that it's easy. Nintendo killed it. They've got PlayStation had a share button and they haven't got it right. Xbox had a hey Xbox record that thing and they still buggered it up.
Yeah.
Nintendo has the best sharing feature for pictures and for video of all the systems, and I can't believe I'm saying that, Bobby.
I'm glad you're saying it. It's about time.
I just wanted to. I say nice things all the time. We have a lot of nice things to say. Look, I got Dr. Mario down here, right next to Mario Odyssey down there, Super Nintendo Classic.
So that is all. Thank you guys for listening to us on iTunes, DaySpace, Google Play, all that good stuff. Checking us out on the YouTube channel, checking us out live. We appreciate it so much, so much. Be sure to check us out over on our Patreon at patreon.com/makeusbetter. Big major news hitting. You'll actually hear about it Monday. We will make the announcement verbally, but it actually won't go up until Monday. So if you do not pay attention to the Nintendo PlayStation podcast, Monday you will want to check it out. And then next Monday we'll follow it up on If We Ran Nintendo with some more news and stuff. It's huge. It's big stuff. I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm excited.
I'm nervous as well. I don't think we should do this.
Yeah. It's too late. It's too late. Too late.
Not too late.
Well, yeah, I guess not. But whatever. So, that is all.
Oh. I don't like it when it's over.
You can follow Sean.
Yep. You could do that.
Sean Capri. Sean like kind of Capri like the pants. You can follow me at Nintendo Gurus. Now, that is all. Peace out, Preston.
Peace out, Preston. I'm supposed to show something nice. I got a replacement Archer Link.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out of the box at some point. Should I take it out now? Could you imagine? I can't even do it. You want to shut the show down? I can't bring myself to open this.
Open it up. Open it up. Open it up. Be a man.
Oh, I can't
Be
do
a
it.
man.
I
Be a man.
can't.
Rip it open.
Oh, I can rip it. No, I don't like it.
Yes. I love it. Chelsea's gonna have a heart attack.
Oh no, they're up there. That's why I broke the first one, is because it's out of the case.
There you go. I love it.